January 1st and Aleph Tevet, the first day of Tevet, and January 1st coincided. This month, the moon and the sun align in the PL-89. That's what the PL-89 is about. It's about the moon, the sun, and the idea of the planet Mercury. The way this month fell out on the calendar, on the PL-89 calendar, it fell out on box number 38. This is very significant. 38, this represents January 1st, and this year it's also the first day of Tevet. 38 is the English numerical value of the word Africa. And this will be the very first gematria that's attributed to the PL-89 that comes from the Torah. And it's made in Parshat Vayigash, and that has huge implications about the Haftorah, where God tells Ezekiel to make the two staves, one for Judah, one for Joseph, and to put them together, and they will become together in his hand. And that's what this is about, because it's the sun and the moon. So now we have 38 here, okay? 38 is Africa. If you do A is 1, F is 6, R is 18, I, etc., it's going to equal 38. Now, Vayigash Eilav Yehuda means, and Judah approached. It was Joseph. He didn't know it was Joseph. He explained that why he was the guarantor over Benjamin, which is also highly symbolic in this work as well. But Joseph, so Judah approaches Joseph. The words Vayigash Eilav Yehuda in regular Hebrew gematria, Vayigash is 319, Eilav is 47, and Yehuda is 30. You add that together, you're going to come out with 396. And what's interesting is the word in Hebrew spelled out Africa, Aleph, Vei, Resh, Yud, Kuf, He, is 396 in regular Hebrew gematria. They call it Mispar Arachi, or Gematria Arachi. The regular gematria, where Aleph through Yud is 1 through 10, Kaf through up until Kuf is it goes 10, 20, 30, it goes by tens. Kaf, yeah. Kaf is 20, Lam is 30, etc. And then Kuf is 100, up until Taf, those goes by hundreds. That's the most common gematria cipher. That's one that's being used generally as the basic. Okay. Now, how does that connect to this box? Now, this box was the first day of January, and it was the first day of Tevet, but now it's nighttime. So nighttime is not the first day of, it's already the second right now. But that's why you need both Jacob and Esau, Yaakov and Esau. One brother needs to help out each other. See, Esau represents the Gregorian calendar, represents the Christian or the non-Jewish cycle, and they, at night, we're still at one right now. So you can actually tag on to that one right now, even though it's still two. So why is this box 38 so significant? Because 38 in English gematria equals Africa. But Vayigash Eilav Yehuda equals 396, and Africa equals 396. And you're thinking, what does one have to do with the other? Well, the answer is that the gematria in the PL-89 root of Africa is 36. And it came out, this was realized today in box 38. Now, I'm not saying that it's off by 2. I'm just saying that it should be exact, and that's much more. It's not the fact that one is 36, one is 38. It's the fact that this was realized in this, that 38 equals Africa, and the first gematria of this system equals Africa. That's the main point. It would be more significant if Africa equaled 38. But now, how does Africa equal 38 according to? 38 we know because A is 1. F, you can do the math. You'll see that Africa equals 38. But that's not what's. And how do you get the Hebrew from Africa 396? How does that become 36? Because of the rule of channel 40, or the 40 extension rule within the PL-89. If you take 396, the rule of the channel 40 extension rule is that if you, any number, let's just say in this case it's 396, and you subtract 40s all the way down until you get to your last 40, and that final last 40, where that's the root, the base of it, is considered is like the root level of any number plus 40 up until ad infinitum. If you, let's say you have 1,040,396, minus 40, minus 40, minus 40, minus 40, minus 40, every single one of those minus 40s would be considered one straight line of thought, and they're all the same file. That's the principle behind it. Okay, so 396 minus 40 is 356. Minus 40 is 316. Minus 40 is 276. Minus 40 is 236. Minus 40 is 196. Minus 40 is 156. Minus 40 is 116. Minus 40 is 76. Minus 40 is 36. Do you see how 396, its root is 36? So this idea was realized in a box which represents today. And the box itself equals Africa, because 38 equals Africa in English. That's another reason why. So it's just going to show that thought and time become one thing in Gematriona. Gematriona makes the connections between thought happening in time and the thought being conveyed by the numerical expression of time itself. And now it's 556. How is that connected? Because 556 is the half cap of Africa. Why? Because 536 is the same as if I said, 556, it's like I said 516. It's like I said 476. It's like I said 436, which is actually 36. So for easier ways, I just count up by 200s. 36 is 236 is 436. But if I want to go in the halfway, meaning let's admit in the 5 o'clock hour, it's not going to be 36 unless it's called half cap. But the full expression of it is 556, which it is right now. The time-wise, I'm talking about this thing based on what time it is. Because if you take that line of 36 and then you add it, you're going to take it all the way up to 396, 556 will be in that line. Because watch this, 396 plus 40 is 436, plus 40 is 476, plus 40 is 516, plus 40 is 556. Do you see? So 20 is the formula for that. So that's another expression of, and the first gematria calculation, Parshas Vayigash, which is 396, Vayigash Eilav Yehuda equals 396, which equals Africa. And why is that important? I forgot to even say why that's important. Because in this Parsha, you have if you made it this far, you have the tribes, the 70 souls that came with Jacob. They went to Egypt, which is in the continent of Africa. So Vayigash Eilav Yehuda is the Parsha where the Israelites, the Hebrews, they come into the continent of Africa. So it would make sense that Vayigash Eilav Yehuda equals Africa, and it does.